Hey everybody, Steve Hernandez here, back at it again with another video for you all. This one's going to be at Las Trampas Regional Park. The trail is going to be called the Rigtail Cat, Madrone, Las Trampas Ridge. Once again, my name is Steve Hernandez. If you guys are new here, I post videos here once a week, mainly about hikes and my reviews and detail breakdown of it, but I'm also going to be reviewing food because personally, I like to eat right after doing some of these really long hikes. And if any of that is interesting towards you, I would really appreciate a like, a comment, subscribe, hit the notification button so you won't miss next time I post. But again, wait till the very end. I would say watch the video, wait till the end, because that's where you get, I think, the most value from my videos, where I get a detailed breakdown of my thoughts of the hike and if this is something you want to do. But without further ado, enjoy the video. Hope to see you at the end. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. So now let me give you a detailed breakdown of the hike. So I track all my hikes two ways, through the AllTrails app and through my Apple Watch. So according to the AllTrails app, it was 7.6 miles, elevation gain was 1,870, moving time 4 hours, total time 4 hours and 15 minutes, calories burned 2,088. According to my Apple Watch, it was 7.9 miles, elevation gain was 2,172, active calories 1,329. Total calories 1,798, and my average heart rate was 98 beats per minute. Right off the bat, one of the things I want to warn you is, and if you haven't seen the other video where I said very similar things, is don't go after it rains. Don't try to do what I do unless you have the proper equipment. So I did not. So I went right after it rained a random day, and I decided to go hiking, and this made this hike one of the hardest hikes. I think out of 5 I would rate it a 4.5 because it was so muddy. There was one part where it took me about 30 minutes to get up this little hill because it was so muddy, and the rest of the trail I had to be on kind of like the edge of the grassy area where there was no real path. I kind of created my own path because I didn't have the proper shoes. So if I had the proper shoes of I think they had like spikes underneath where you're able to like grip a little bit better to the ground. I didn't have those, so I was slipping. I almost fell really bad, but I was going real slow over time, and I was like, I gotta do this. And it was harder and harder as I kept going because I had to keep taking out mud out of my shoes because they just kept adding more and more weight towards my shoes. So please don't go after it rains. Don't do what I did. I did this one time before where it was really, really cold after it rained and it was muddy. I was like, oh, this is not too bad. But this trail was really bad because majority of it was dirt and it just became muddy and it was really, really hard. So please, please don't do what I did. Some notes: if you're gonna do this trail, it's like in a neighborhood. It's really interesting. It's in a very suburban neighborhood, and the park, or the little parking area where it's at, it's really small, so it only fits, I think, if I remember correctly, maybe like 4 to 6 cars total. So if you are going to do this hike, just don't be alarmed if you feel like you're going in a neighborhood, because that's where the trail begins and that's where it all starts. Again, this is at Las Trampas Regional Park, which is kind of like in between Walnut Creek and Danville. So if you're in that, around that area, and you want to do a hike, this is a pretty good hike, honestly. I think it was really, really pretty. The overlooks are really nice. Excuse me. The only thing I would say is, yeah, please don't go when it's muddy, because it made this a lot harder. There is a lot of uphill. So that's one thing I will note. There is a lot of uphill, and obviously with it being muddy just made it a lot worse. I just kept pushing through, kept thinking like, let me just keep going. As you saw in the video, you did see some great overlooks of the city, of like the nearby areas, which was gorgeous. I plan to go back, hopefully, some hiking areas here there, because I don't really go that far, but for this time I decided to go that far. But yeah, again, it was difficulty at a 5. I would say it's a 4.5. Don't do it right after it rains, definitely not. Go check out my other video if you really want to see why I mean by that. And also, if you are actually going to do this, and if you're in the area, like you want some place to eat, you can go check out the Domo, which is nearby, since you're kind of like Walnut Creek area, or you can go to, was it Zachary's up in Walnut Creek as well. Great pizza place. Personally, I love that pizza place. So again, I'm a huge foodie, so one of the things I love to do right after doing this hike is just grab something to eat that I thoroughly will enjoy, because this was, as you can tell, according to the Apple All Trails, it was like 2,000 calories burned. I don't think it was that, but I'm gonna say it was like maybe like 1,400 maybe or so. So that lets me eat a little bit more guilt-free, if you want to say. But yeah, go check out that video as well if you are a foodie and want to try out some new food in Oakland area, the Domo, and also I'll post others on my channel as well. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comment sections. If there's a hike you want me to review, let me know in the comments as well. If there's something that I didn't mention that I should have mentioned, or maybe I just completely forgot, let me know as well, right? I want to try to be as educational as possible and try to help people know what to expect whenever they're going hiking, because for me, all these hikes are brand new, so I'm just kind of going on a whim and just trying them all out and finishing them, and then just giving my thoughts to you all. But again, thank you if you reached this far. Really appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your day and your week, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care, y'all.